Hi and welcome. We're the Kennedys, Pete and Maura Kennedy. It's been a few weeks, and we had originally planned on live streaming our next show on the second Sunday of August, but we have a very special show for you today.
We couldn't wait to get this on the air. You know, since the last time we all got together virtually, Maura and I both contracted COVID and recovered from it.
After being very careful with our masks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Masking, social distancing.
Spraying microphones.
Yeah. But that's not all that we did. That took up a little over a week or so of our time. But on either side of that, we played 3 festivals. Mm-hmm. We played an outdoor concert on a beautiful lake in the Adirondacks. And we went right from there to a 2-day canoe trip with family members on the Raquette River, right through the center, right in the heart of the Adirondacks. So we haven't been sedentary while we've been taking a break.
And even though we had planned on coming back for the second week of August, the second Sunday of August, when we found out that the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival video recorded the whole MainStage for all 3 days, we were very excited about that, and we asked them permission to live stream our sets, our MainStage sets, for you this week, and they agreed.
When we saw the the video quality, and we heard the audio quality of the Falcon Ridge production, we thought we got to get this on the air for our viewers, especially in other parts of the world.
Yes.
So we felt it would be a good way for us all to stay connected. You know, we want to be connected, stay connected with you, the viewers, but we know that you all like to connect with each other too on Sundays. So that's why we put the special show together.
Now we will be with you in the chat window, in the chat room today on the YouTube side, which is great because then we can catch up with you directly and see how you've been doing the last 3 weeks or so. Mm-hmm. When our MainStage set ends, stay tuned because we've also tagged on our Gospel Wake Up Call set.
You know, we've been playing Falcon Ridge since 1995. It was one of the first big gigs that we ever did, and it's always a high point of the year. So it was so great to be able to get back to Falcon Ridge this year for the 34th anniversary festival.
Falcon Ridge limited their ticket sales this year to try and minimize the spread of COVID, which I think was a very noble thing to do. Yeah. So to help support the festival so they can keep it going in the future, instead of putting out our own tip jar this week, we're putting out the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival tip jar. So if you feel like you can help them out, it'll keep the festival going. It's been going 34 years. We don't want it to stop now. Also, I should mention, sorry, I almost forgot. Also, so the links for tipping will be in the description below the YouTube video. We're also going to put the entire Falcon Ridge Festival playlist in the description on the YouTube side. And there are literally hours and hours of music. all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Catch some great music, a lot of music that you may be familiar with, and also some really great new musical discoveries.
So settle back on the hillside, the virtual hillside, and enjoy our Saturday afternoon MainStage festival. And we appeared as a trio, the two of us, of course, and we had our old friend, one of the best musicians we know, bass player Mark Dan, join us.
So enjoy.
Yeah.
We're going to start with that song River of Fallen Stars for you.
Seaweed down by the snow cross, northern and mossy, they will echo off a star. And the jangle poets sing their songs, while the pilgrim travelers will listen from afar. And from down in the valley, where the gospel horses run, all the way to the midnight where the flags of victory are hung, and the jangled dreams and the red guitars flow like a river, flow like a river, flow like a river of fallen stars. There are poems in the seaweed down by the snow cross. Northern and mossy, they will echo off a star. And the jangle poets will sing their songs while the pilgrim travelers will listen from afar. And from down in the valley where the gospel horses run, all the way to the midnight bridge where the flags of victory are hung, and the jangled dreams, the red guitars flow like a river, flow like a river, flow like a river of fallen stars. Thank you.
So great to be back at Falcon Ridge.
We have Mark Dan on the bass with us today. What a joy and a treat. Well, many of you know that we have had a very long-standing working and friendship relationship with Nancy Griffith, who we lost last summer. And we wanted to take a moment and do one of her songs. I think it's a very appropriate song for this, and it's called The Gulf Coast Highway.
Gulf Coast Highway, you work the rails, you work the rice fields with their cool dark wells, you work the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. The only thing we've ever owned is this old house here by the road. When he dies, he says he'll catch some blackbird wing, and we'll fly away to heaven come some sweet blue bonnet spring.
She walked through springtime when I was home.
The days were sweet, the nights were warm. The seasons change, the jobs would come, the flowers fade. The soul has felt so long when the work took him away. And when she dies, she says she'll catch some blackbird away. She will fly away to heaven in some sweet blue bonnet spring.
Highway 90, the jobs are gone. We tend our garden,
We set the sun. This is the only place on earth blue bonnets grow. Once a year they come and go to this old house here by the road. And when we die, we say we'll catch some blackbird away. We will fly away to heaven come some sweet blue bonnet spring. 'Cause when we die, we say we'll catch some blackbird away. We will fly away together come some sweet blue bonnet spring.
I don't know if you all could see the bird.
There's a hawk
That
flying.
was, wow, it just flew right over when we were singing that line.
Ready?
Yeah.
I knew a man, he never went very far. He had a hollow in his soul, a hollow in his heart. He'd come home every night and turn on the TV. Oh, he ain't nothing like you or me. He ain't nothing like you or me. Life is large, bigger than the both of us. Hey, life is large. All you need is just a little trust. Be yourself and stand your ground. Don't you let nobody turn you around. Life is large. I knew a woman, she lived in our town, where she had a bad situation and nearly took her down. Ooh, and then one day, well, I guess it just got old. Yeah. Well, she packed her bags and hit the road, filled the tank and took control. Life is large, bigger than the both of us. Hey, life is large. All you need is just a little trust. Be yourself and stand your ground. Don't you let nobody turn you around. Life is large.
chance to walk this line. And if you should get lost or stuck in time, just believe this road does not end here. No. How do you want to be remembered? A raging fire or a dying ember? Come on! Life is large, yeah, bigger than the both of us. Hey, life is large. All you need is just a little trust. Be yourself and stand your ground. Don't you let nobody turn you around. Life is large. Hey, life is large. Life is large. Life is large. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. We want to send that one out to Chris Teskey too, because it was he was instrumental in getting the word out about that song, which became kind of our theme song, I think.
It's so, I have to say, it's so good to see you all and to hear you all. The last 2.5 or so years, as many of you know, once our gigs all evaporated, we took to the interwebs and we started a live stream show set up initially with Dan Tappan. He was our technical director. I know he's around here somewhere. If it wasn't for Dan, I don't know what we would be doing or what the quality would be. But from the very first show, we started, I think it was March the 15th, I think, was our very first show.
We thought we'd have to do it for a couple of weeks, maybe.
And every Sunday at 2 o'clock, we did a live stream show. We did 122 shows in a row without missing a week, up until last week. Last week we had COVID. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago. We're good now. But we took the rest of July off so we could do festivals. Yay! Oops. So that made us happy. We're going to be back in August. But one of the things we did, we wanted to keep people coming back week after week. Initially, we said we're not going to repeat any songs because we're only going to do this for a couple of weeks maybe. And then the weeks and the months went on, and we still didn't want to repeat songs too much. So we did different specialty shows. And when we started getting gigs again, we thought, oh, we haven't had a new album in a few years. Why don't we put together kind of a souvenir of our live stream years? I can't believe they're years, our years of live stream. So this is the first gig we've had our new album. It's called Soul and Inspiration, Nuggets from the Live Stream Archive, Volume 1. And we're going to do a few of those songs for you right now.
We picked the songs on the album from the, how many?
965 songs, 135 hours. In fact, all of our shows are archived online, so you can go back and watch them all. There's specialty shows. We did a Buddy Holly show, an Everly Brothers show, a couple of Nancy Griffith shows, some Bob Dylan shows, and different themes. We did a Summer of Love show. So it's really a fun archive, I think, of the last 2.5 years, musically speaking. And we went through all those hours, 135 hours, and picked some of our favorite performances and put them on, hey, Joanne, and put them on a tape, on an 8-track.
It's on an 8-track. But you can get cassette.
No, they're on CD and they're in the merch tent. We're going to do a few of these songs for you right now. The first one we're going to do is a song that one of our regular viewers, Joshua, asked for about 4 weeks ago. It was the penultimate show that we did. And he said, do a Sandy Denny song that you know but you've never sung before. I thought, that's a great challenge. And we came up with this. This is one of my favorite songs by Sandy Denny. It's a waltz, so if you feel like dancing, now's the time. 1, 2, 3.
Roses are red and violets are blue. Primroses pale on a velvet green hue. Warm summer days by cool waterfalls, like the music we hear, those things we always hold dear, like an old-fashioned waltz. When the moonlight shines down on the Hollywood world, and the heroine waits for her beau to return, and the violins play from behind garden walls, how I'd love to remain with the silver refrain of an old-fashioned waltz. And they dance round the floor, and there's no one else there, and the world is no more, and there's never a care, by the perfect lagoon where the nightingale calls with only the moon and the nostalgic tune of an old-fashioned waltz, of an old-fashioned waltz. Roses are red and violets are blue. Primrose is pale on a velvet green hue. Warm summer days by cool waterfalls, like the music we hear, those things we always hold dear, like an old-fashioned waltz, like an old-fashioned waltz, oh, like an old-fashioned waltz. can't go walking in the morning dew today. Well, I thought I heard a man moaning, oh Lord. Yes, I know I heard a man moaning, oh Lord. You didn't hear a man moan at all. No, you didn't hear a man moan at all. Well, I know I heard my baby crying, Mama. Yes, I know I heard my baby crying, Mama. You'll never hear your baby cry again. No, you'll never hear your baby cry again. Oh, but where have all the people gone? Won't you tell me where have all the people gone? Don't you worry about the people anymore. Don't you worry about the people anymore.
That's Mark Dan on the bass.
B. Kennedy.
Mark Dan.
Take me for a walk in the morning dew, my love. Won't you take me for a walk in the morning dew, my love? You can't go walking in the morning dew today. No, you can't go walking in the morning dew today. No, you can't go walking in the morning dew today.
Thank you. That's on the new album.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fog was rolling in on the California coast. We caught a fast freight called the Midnight Ghost. We huddled in our blankets, sharing coffee in a tin, and thought about New York as the cold crept in. Working on our karma, take it as it comes, spinning out the dharma in the cold gray sun. The wind is always with us when we need it the most, riding shotgun on a train called the Midnight Ghost.
They call the ghost a zipper and zip along she can. 80 miles an hour on the straightaway, man. Heading up to Frisco for the pleasure of the ride. We'll sleep out on the beach, out of reach of the tide. Working on our karma, take it as it comes. Spinning out the dharma in the cold gray sun. The wind is always with us when we need it the most. Riding shotgun on a train called the Midnight Ghost. I'll play it, Pete. I used to be a brakeman and I drew long pay. I left it all behind just to live this way. So settle in your bedroll and I'll pass you the wine. Just to warm the soul as we roll down the line. Working on our karma, take it as it comes. Spinning out the dharma in the cold gray sun. The wind is always with us when we need it the most. Riding shotgun on a train called the Midnight Ghost. Pete Kennedy. And Nancy on the very, very fast sign language interpretation.
We gave you a good workout on that one, Nancy.
You know, I know we all lost people the last couple of years, and this next song is a song that we did on our live stream when a friend of ours passed away, and we thought it was appropriate because so many of us had parents or grandparents that we couldn't even sit with in the nursing home. We couldn't even hold their hands, and that song is kind of taken on. This song has taken on a new meaning for us. And it's also on our new record. It's a beautiful song by Donovan.
In the chilly hours and minutes of uncertainty, I want to be in the warm hold of your loving mind, to feel you all around me and to take your hand along the sand. But I may as well try and catch the wind. When sundown pales the sky, I wanna hide a while behind your smile. And everywhere I look, your eyes I find. For me to hold you now would be the sweetest thing. 'Twould make me sing. But I may as well try and catch the wind. try and catch the wind. When rain has hung the leaves with tears, I want you here to kill my fears, to help me to leave all my blues behind. For standing in your heart is where I want to be and long to be. But I may as well try and catch the wind. But I may as well try and catch the wind.
All right, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna go off the board. So with a new song, since we have a little bit of extra time, I think we started 5 minutes early, so we're gonna take that extra 5 minutes. This is a new song that we wrote. It's not on a record yet, but it's a really fun song. It's a sing-along, and it's a song about recycling. It's a fun song about recycling. How about that? It's fun. And it's a true story. I was out. I learned. I have a new title for myself. It's Mudlark. I didn't know I was a mudlark. I love digging up stuff in the mud. That's what I do on my spare days.
Maura Mudlark Kennedy.
That's me. And I was on a particularly successful mudlarking expedition in Florida. I dug up about 100 very ancient bottles, green and amber and red and blue, and I polished them all up. And I go back there every year now. And but the first time I was digging these up, I found myself singing this song without realizing it until the whole chorus was written. And it, like I said, it's a sing-along. This is called Little Green Bottles. One, two, three, four.
Edge of the swamp, St. Augustine. I watch the trains roll by on the other side through the back porch screen. I see the herons fly and the swamp grass sway. And I could sit right here for the rest of the year just to feel this way and find the little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles that wash up onto the shore. I love the little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles that wash up onto the shore. There's an island in the middle. I like to take a canoe and find the little brown shack someone lived in back when the town was new. The shack fell down. He paddled away and the city said, hey, we got a dumping ground now. And now there's little green bottles.
Sing that.
Little green bottles. Little green bottles. Little green bottles that wash up onto the shore. I love the little green bottles. Little green bottles. Little green bottles. Little green bottles that wash up onto the shore. barge, load it all on a barge, and send it out to sea. That's Pete sliding with one of my little green bottles. I like to sail on back to a distant time where the people were few and the trash they threw was a friendlier kind. So I pull on my boots, I grab an old tin pail, I wade into the brine of a muddy floodline, and I will never fail to find the little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles will wash up onto the shore. I love the little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles, little green bottles will wash up onto the shore. I love the little green bottles will wash up onto the shore. All right, we're going to do one more song from our new album of all Livestream archive nuggets. Once there was a way to get back home. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, little darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes, smiles await you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Come on, help us out.
We got Paul McCartney back here on the bass.
Maura Kennedy on the drum solo.
We're going to do one more song for you, and we want to let you know that we're going to be at the merch tent right after this to sign CDs and books. I should tell you a few of the things that we have. During the pandemic, first of all, Pete recorded an album of all electric sitar meditations. It's all instrumental, and it's very soothing in a time of anxiety. I call it my audio Xanax. It's a really good album, and so that's there. He also wrote a book. He has his Tone, Twang, and Taste, which is his music, his memoir. But he also wrote a book of fiction featuring a werewolf librarian and a kick-ass crossbow heroine who travels the world rubbing out the bad guys. And the book travels the world because it starts off in Westchester, New York, and goes up to the Adirondacks, and then it goes to Japan and Nepal and all over the place. So because we couldn't travel, so Pete wrote the traveling into the book. So he's got that there too. He'll be happy to sign it. And of course we have our brand new Soul and Inspiration nuggets from the Livestream Archive Volume 1, plus our album of all Nancy Griffith songs and a bunch of other stuff. So come over to the merch tent after this set, and we'll be happy to sign stuff for you. Just say hello. And we're going to end with a song that we ended most of our live streams with, and we always dedicate it to the frontline workers. This is called Safe Until Tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You watch the fire burn on the hillside. Thought you were safe until the flames were at your door. And later on, the bitter rains brought on a landslide so hard to fight a foe you've never seen before. If we can only keep you safe until tomorrow, I promise you there'll be 10,000 better days. I do believe that you believe the things you thought you heard and saw the things that made your heart beat like 1,000 drums. If we can only keep you safe until tomorrow comes. You bury your suspicion like a battle scar. Laugh at my superstition, dance upon the crack. Sometimes I wonder where it is you think you are. Sometimes I wonder if you're ever coming back. If we can only keep you safe until tomorrow, I promise you there'll be 10,000 better days. I do believe that you believe the things you thought you heard and saw, the things that made your heart beat like 1,000 drums. If we can only keep you safe until tomorrow comes. I know it's so hard to trust a pathway made of crumbs. We'll show you the way. tomorrow come.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
The Kennedys, thank you. Stay safe, everyone. Mark Dan on the bass.
Thank you.
That's Nancy on the sign language.
Well, the Kennedys at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. All right. So great to have them back.
Yes, Chris Teskey, our MC. It was great to be back at the Falcon Ridge Festival this year.
You know, one of our favorite memories of Falcon Ridge goes back to the first time we played a song that we had written called Stand. Because we knew that we were going to play this, what they call the gospel wake up on Sunday. And we thought, you know, as we looked out at the audience, we would be seeing people who have all different kinds of beliefs, the complete range of the way people understand the mystery of being alive. And so rather than focus on one kind of religious denomination, we went back to the word gospel, which comes from German gut Spiel. And it's not a religious word originally. It just means good speech, good news.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. And so we settled on good vibes. So we're going to write a pan-denominational gospel song, a new kind of gospel song that is meant to send out a good vibe.
And of course, we always include that song in our gospel wake up set. This year, we had a couple of very special guests, a couple of young women, Maggie and Genevieve, who grew up with our music. So they join us on that. And so here now are the 3 songs that we performed in the gospel wake up call. We not only had Maggie and Genevieve join us, we also were joined by Mark Dan, played bass again.
Yep.
The amazing Radislav Lorkovic, he plays the accordion and the keyboards. And Dan Navarro, great singer-songwriter, and duet Katrina and Narissa Niels, our very old friends, dear friends, and Greg Greenway. So here you are. This is the Gospel Wake Up Set, Sunday of Falcon Ridge 2022. Enjoy.
Kennedys, Pete and Maura. Talk about live streams. They've done Sunday live stream for almost 2.5 years. And Maura's calculated they've done something like 960 songs.
965.
Okay, but who's counting? Yeah, without repeats. Okay, so that's quite a commitment to them, from them to the music community. And they have, of course, a new album, which is based on those things, called Soul and Inspiration. So I think between the heart and soul inspiration, we got it all here for the Gospel Hour at Falcon Ridge.
Thank you, John Platt. WFUV. Well, we're going to start off with one of the songs that is on our new Soul and Inspiration CD. This is a great Sam Cooke gospel song. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like that river, I've been rolling ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Well, I go to the movies and I go downtown.
Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, we. So I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there've been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know the change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Thank you. All right, we're going to bring up some guests, the Mercadante girls. Come on up here. They've been singing this song with us since they were little kids. Come on, get your tutu up here. Come on now. This is a song that we wrote exactly, specifically for the Gospel Wake Up Call. I will never forget the first time we sang this, because I think by the second chorus, the whole audience stood up and was singing along, and that's exactly what we were hoping for. So I also want to thank Mark Dan and Radislav Lorkovic for backing us up here. And give a big hand for the Mercadante girls. Ready? Let's go. Can you feel the song rising up? Can you hear, oh, there they go, the language of love? Can we walk together the winding road up to the rising sun? Whoa, whoa, there was a time when we could oversee waves of grain from sea to shining sea. Now the world is smaller, but our dreams are larger than they used to be. Whoa, whoa,
Here we go now.
come on and stand. Come on now, stand. Come on and stand. Plant your sword in the sand. In this age of unreason, there's a time and a season for love. Stand. Oh, so nice.
That sounds great. Here we go.
Pilgrim travelers,
In your eyes, now I know there is a place where sweet compassion never dies. Whoa, it's between the darkness and the light, in the deepest stillness of the night. There's a fire that burns where hearts will find their
There's a time and a season for love, love, love. Stand.
Give them a big hand.
I think that's the future of Falcon Ridge right there.
Alabuti Ave, Jesus Brahma. People get ready, there's a train that's coming. Many different legends, just one story. All aboard the train that's bound for glory. Alabuti Ave, Jesus Brahma. People get ready, there's a train that's coming. Many different legends, just one story. All aboard the train that's bound for glory. Stay, Jesus Brahma, stay.
Thank you so much for singing.
That's what it's all about. That's the Mercadante girls on the main stage. A song you all know, it's a blessing. I dedicate it to all the young generation who are growing up in a very, very violent America, and this is a wish for better days for them.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung, and may you stay. May you stay forever young. See the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be
It's a Bob Dylan song.
Boy, that was fun to play with our friends and for our friends.
We hope you enjoyed this visit to Falcon Ridge as much as we enjoyed being there.
Yeah.
You know, there is a joy that comes across in the music in the festivals setting, and hopefully that's translated to you.
We played a whole lot of songs from our new album, which is called Soul. Let me pull it up here so you can see it. Soul and Inspiration. Soul and Inspiration. Nuggets from the Livestream Archive, Volume 1, which means there will be a Volume 2 coming up. In fact, I'll show you. This is the back of the album. It tells you all the songs that we played on that. And if you'd like to get a copy, you can go to our website, kennedysmusic.com. Oh, let me take that off there. kennedysmusic.com, and you can pick up a copy. We'll send it to you ASAP. And in the meantime, we will be back here next week with a brand new live stream, and we hope that you're all staying well and staying safe, and we look forward to being with you again next week. Take care. Peace.